If we are to give future generations of a habitable planet, we must act now and address the issues concerning climate change. According to an article published by the University of Michigan, the US population is expected to grow to 76 million people within the next 40 years. Imagine the carbon footprints of all those people that they will leave and just how much worse the planet could get. But if we are to save it, have any hope of saving it and reversing the damages already done by carbon emissions and greenhouse gases, we must act now. NASA suggests that if we do not stop carbon emissions within the next 12 years, the damage will be irreversible. And that even if we do stop it within these next 12 years, the chances of actually seeing change would happen it would take decades to maybe even a century. A huge problem concerning this is the way the US funds its initiatives towards climate change. To put into perspective, the US is the #1 spender in military in the world. They spend more on their military than the next 10 countries do, which is only, the next 10 countries over only spend $726 billion. The US spends $732 billion. That's actually a crazy statistic. To put into perspective how much they actually give towards climate change initiatives, they only gave $300 million in 2019 to the Global Environmental Facilities, which is a organization focused on working towards addressing the issues of climate change. It's pretty insane that just where the priorities lie within us. A way we could probably try to solve this problem is to get to the root of it, and it's to get a bit political, to go out there and vote for candidates who see this problem and wish to address it and have plans in place. For instance, Bernie Sanders is widely renowned for his green initiative, which could see $16 trillion go towards climate change funding. But of course, we must make that a priority, and we must go out there and vote and see exactly who has this as a #1 concern and who's ready to address it. If there's any hope for the future, laws must be taken into place to lower carbon emissions, to make sure the US claims to be a world leader, but we need to set the example for the world, not follow. Imagine if the US made a statement by just cutting some of their military funds towards climate change. It could be enormous for the world to see that and see just how much of a priority it really is. We must take it today. You must take initiative. You have to go out there and vote. We must hold each other accountable for our carbon footprint and make sure we lower it individually. We must reduce, reuse, recycle. It sounds kind of worn out, but it's true. And we must do it in those orders, the 3 R's. And we have to vote. I cannot stress this enough. The biggest thing we have to do is vote. Vote for candidates who see the problems and wish to address them and wish to implement the change immediately, because the quicker we do this, the better, and the better chances we have at saving our own world.